The training is brief,
Secret.
intense. You're shown a tube, about 1.5 meters long, 15 kilograms. You're told it can see heat. You are told it locks onto engines. You're told to wait for a tone. High pitch means lock. Low pitch means nothing. You are told one more thing. You will only get one shot. On September 25, 1986, you move into position near Jalalabad. The terrain is open, dangerous, exactly where Soviet helicopters like to fly. You lie flat. The launcher rests on your shoulder. Your heart pounds hard enough you think it might give you away. Then you hear it. Thud, thud, thud. And Mi-24 Hind crests the ridge. It is flying low, confident, maybe 200 meters above the ground. Close enough that you can see the cockpit glass flash in the sun. You raise the launcher. The seeker head begins to whine.
Low.
Uncertain. The helicopter turns. The tone spikes.
High.
Sharp.
Locked.
Your finger tightens. You hesitate. This has never worked before. Then you fire. The missile explodes out of the tube with a violent crack. White smoke. A scream of acceleration. It covers the distance in seconds. The pilot never sees it. The warhead detonates near the engine. The helicopter lurches. Smoke pours out. The Mi-24 loses lift, spins, and slams into the ground in a fireball.
Silence.
For a moment you do not move. Then shouting erupts. Fighters leap up. Some laugh. Some cry. Some stare at the wreckage, as if it might get back up. Another helicopter appears. It flares hard. Dumps countermeasures. Turns away. It runs. For the first time in 7 years, Soviet aircraft flee Afghan fighters on the ground. And the Soviets do not understand why. Within weeks, it happens again. And again. And again. Stingers down helicopters at ranges of 4,800 meters. Hit probability exceeds 70%. Pilots who once flew at treetop level now climb above effective range. That makes them safer. And useless. Supply convoys lose protection. Troops are isolated. Medevac becomes dangerous. Morale cracks. Soviet pilots begin to panic. Some refuse to fly low. Others demand escort aircraft. Commanders issue new rules: steep attack angles, higher altitudes, constant flaring. Losses continue. By the end of 1986, dozens of helicopters are gone. The myth is dead. And if you find this kind of forgotten history as fascinating as we do, we'd be honored if you'd hit that subscribe button. We believe these stories of courage and consequence deserve to be told. And by subscribing, you help us ensure they aren't forgotten. What the Soviets do not realize at first is how deep the damage runs. This is not just about helicopters. It is about confidence. Pilots who once hunted now fear invisible threats. Infantry units hesitate to move. Commanders cancel operations. Entire valleys become no-fly zones. Soviet intelligence scrambles. They dissect wreckage. They question prisoners. They suspect Pakistan, China, NATO. But they cannot stop it. By 1987, air losses spike. Soviet doctrine, built on vertical envelopment and air mobility, no longer works. The cost of occupation skyrockets. At home, coffins arrive. Mothers ask questions. The war becomes impossible to ignore. Within 2 years, the decision is made. Withdrawal. Not because of one weapon, but because that weapon broke the rule. Mohammed Ehsan does not become famous. Most men who fired stingers vanish back into history. Some survive. Some do not. Their names rarely appear in books. But their impact remains. The stinger becomes legend. A case study. A warning. Air dominance is powerful, but never permanent. To this day, militaries remember Afghanistan. They remember that one man, with one missile, can change the balance of a war. If this story moved you, please hit that like button. Every click tells the algorithm this piece of history is worth remembering. We're dedicated to rescuing these forgotten stories from the archives. If you want to join us on this mission, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Where are you watching from? Drop a comment with your city or state, and tell us if someone in your family served. Thank you for ensuring that Muhammad Hassan and the men who fought beneath Afghanistan's skies do not disappear into silence. They deserve to be remembered.